All right.
Hey, 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 how y'all
What's up?
doing?
Happy
Good.
rainy Tuesday evening in the
I
silk.
know it is raining. It
It's
is
gonna
definitely
rain on
raining.
your head.
On your
No, it's
head.
not.
Oh, not you
It
now,
like that.
girl.
We got that covered.
You do.
What did you call her earlier?
What was that? Oh, Big Daddy Kane.
I had to wear my.
The Wild Wild
I saw
West.
all the. Look, I saw all the dresses and gowns and things last night. I said, okay, today I'm
It
putting
got
my
you in the
met on. They
Yes,
can
mood.
only see
Uh-huh.
right.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
From the MTV Awards and the Met Gala.
I get pumped when I see.
I thought maybe you looked at
Girl,
Jennifer
I'm talking about
Lopez
getting
look
paid.
get
That
up
was
and
just
they kind of
ooh.
got you inspired.
Oh no,
She ain't
I've
I
been
talking
doing
believe,
this
about
before
J
Jennifer.
Lo.
I had to show y'all
yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah, but I believe now, Jackie, you looking a lot better in your head and your get up than Lopez now.
I
You got
appreciate
a
that.
little more flavor, a little more
Appreciate that.
spice. Yeah.
I appreciate that. You know
Yeah.
what, ladies? Jennifer Lopez got to make her mind up.
She don't know what she want to do.
What about
She got to
what?
make her mind up. I don't know. Just a few months ago, she was engaged to somebody else with a big old ring on.
But sometimes it
Y'all ain't noticed
doesn't work
that?
out. It just don't work out.
Well, I guess it is best to find out before you get down the
I wonder
aisle.
if
You
she
might have
keeps her
looked.
rings
You
though.
done
You
been
think
with him
she's kept
6
all
years.
5 of the rings?
But I heard he
Huh?
cheated first. That's why she did what she
Hmm.
did and went back to her
Oh,
old
who,
And then
thing.
she
Alex?
went back to being Affleck.
Her
Okay.
old thing. She wants that
Wow.
old thing back.
Her original boot thing.
Well, they look happy. All I know is
Hey,
he looked like he in heaven. So I just
he is. He love him some
Man,
Lopez, huh?
he does.
he needs that
He look like
comeback.
he's in heaven.
You better say that.
He need.
He's gonna do wonders for his career, for his
Oh
visibility.
yeah,
You know,
definitely,
hey, if that's
definitely,
what
definitely,
make you
definitely.
happy, enjoy it,
I
darling.
missed
As
y'all
long as
last
there ain't
week.
no pictures of
I
you
know,
and
right?
Jason Brookins out
I miss
nowhere,
y'all.
we good.
I missed y'all last week. I was all ready too.
Oh, I
Yeah,
miss y'all too.
You
yeah.
had to
Well,
get your
we
rest.
back better than ever.
I know,
So you
but I'm
guys,
telling you,
before
Felicia and I, we're gonna take it on now.
look, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Right.
Just practice,
We were
intro in the
ready.
show and go ahead and shout out our sponsors. Just be
We were
ready.
We
ready.
got it.
All righty, cool.
We were ready.
So before we get into some of the fun stuff, because I want the show not to be so heavy
Yeah,
tonight. I'm just not in the mood for
yeah.
anything, especially
Heavy.
after losing the DA. It was just so sad
Yep.
hearing about, Robert.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I saw that on the
Yep.
news and I was like, what? He died? It was like somebody
Yeah.
called and told you, almost like your uncle or dad died. You kind of
Hmm.
develop
I do.
relationships in a way, as strange as that
Right.
sounds. When you see people a lot on
Yeah.
television and social media, you read about them and hear about them. And then you heard he was in an accident, and so you were with everybody else like this, like please, Lord, let him
Right.
pull through. And then
Hmm.
he didn't. And then, just losing Vance again, somebody that's almost like community family member in a way. That's a lot in just a few weeks.
Too much.
Ooh, child, we need one of them dirty martinis that
We
Jackie
do.
had. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I have a little Glenlivet's Caribbean
Okay,
going
darling.
today.
And what is
I'm
that? Pink or
enjoying.
red nails? All
Yeah.
right now. Somebody been
Girl,
looking
that's
at the
red. You know,
next
when I was growing
It's
up, we
Gala.
couldn't
always
wear red.
red. It's always red,
When I was
baby.
growing up, we
It's
couldn't wear red. When I
that
grew,
cause that
always
made you
red. When I
fast.
was
You
growing
was
up,
fast if you wore red. You
exactly.
was a
So I
heartless.
waited till I was
So
grown.
crazy.
It's like every
So
time I
Jackie,
sit
look
down,
here. Now you wear
she says new
red.
color. I go nope. Look,
I believe
every
it's
time I
that
sit down, she
blue. That
says
blue that make you fast, not red, blue.
Now it's that red,
not
girl. That
red.
red make you hot.
Every time I sit down, she says new color. No. No. Ferrari red.
Tell her mind her
Well,
business.
we
Just
lost
paint them tangles.
new color. No,
Same
no.
old, same old.
Joe do. I know. Yes, leave me alone. But no, yeah. We Brian Pippin. We lost a really good police officer. He died from COVID.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mm.
Been hospitalized since
Woo!
July.
Child.
We lost a teacher.
This
A teacher
COVID is
died.
a
So if we
beast.
can like lighten this show up and we can make it fun in it, I say let's go for it. I'm ready.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
That's
So,
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We
did
gonna
y'all
do
bring
our
your Black History fact? Because I
Baby,
forgot
what?
last
Oh yeah.
show.
I got
Yeah.
my mule parked right over here. He waiting.
Girl,
Oh
what's
Lord
up?
Jesus, her mule.
She said, "That's right. That's right." Because okay, so since we
What you
just
got parked over
gonna
there?
talk about it, so I always was one of the things I was interested in is in our communities. We always sometimes say, well, we'll say, I want my 40 acres and a mule. We just want our 40
Mm-hmm.
acres and a mule when they're talking about reparations and things like that. So I think it was last year. I kind of just said, let me just go, look that up and see why is it that we're always saying, I just want my 40 acres and a mule. So I kind of did a little research on it. So what I found out, of course, when they say 40 acres and a mule, they were referring to what they consider maybe is the first attempt maybe at reparations.
The
That's
Freedmen's Bureau.
Mhm.
Yes.
that's still a big issue even today. But 40 acres and a mule was, the state what they said in reference to that when it was dealing with the slaves being freed when they were newly freed. That in a way was going to be their reparations for all this free labor and hardship that they had gone through. So they were supposed to get these 400,000 some acres that were previously owned by these Confederate soldiers and the Confederate landowners, in return for everything that they had been through. And so General Sherman, I think it was William Sherman, he's the one that brought this policy up. He met with these Black preachers in the community and said, what is it that you all really would like? What do you want? And they all agreed, we would love to have some land, because land ownership was a huge thing back then. And it was symbolic of who you were and where you stood in society. And so this is where they call it Special Field Order number 15. That's what they called it, for 40 acres only. So at the time when it was first put into place, it wasn't 40 acres and a mule. It was just 40 acres. Okay. So the mule came later on, was supposed to come later on, in discussions that they had with them about giving them this land. Okay. So this land was from like Charleston, South Carolina. It went from Charleston, South Carolina, all the way to Florida. I think it said St. John's River in Florida. So it was supposed to be governed by Black people. Okay. They were going to set up their own government. The only Caucasians they wanted there were like if they had to come in as part of the military or something like that, they could come in, or if they were soldiers and had some type of duty to do that. Other than that, they wanted to run their own thing. So they issued the order, to give this to them back in January 16th, it said 1865. So you already know what happened after that, right? So they went back on their word and decided that they were not going to do what they said. The Confederate soldiers, the Confederate landowners got pissed off. They wanted their land back. They did not want to honor what was said. Andrew Johnson came in, he overturned everything and said, we don't care what we told you or what we promised you. And they gave the land back to the Confederate landowners. And so
Sounds familiar.
Sound familiar. One of the things that really was wild, I was like, okay, so back then the value of 40 acres, they said 40 acres and a mule was like 40,000 or more. Well, for those 40,000 freed slaves would have been $640 billion today. If they had gave those 40,000 freed slaves those 40 acres and even throw it in the mule.
The land.
So you took this land back, and what was the next thing that came into place since they didn't have their own land and they had to work and have somewhere to stay? Along came sharecropping, which was a big mess in itself. And so I'm going to add this little piece and I'm going to step back talking about this and the land and them taking the land back and the value that it could have had and the difference it could have made in the Black community and for Black people as a whole and Black farmers. And along comes sharecropping. Then I come across this story about this nationwide injunction stopping these Black farmers from getting this stimulus money that they need to try to close a gap that's been there forever due to systemic racism, due to bias in the government and the policies. And so it's like you just turn around almost pretty much and looked at the same thing. And so the nerve of these white farmers to come together and file this lawsuit and say this is reverse discrimination. That is wild to me. Oh, now you know what discrimination looks like and feels like. Now you know. So that was mind blowing to me. So they stopped it. No, the court in Florida said, well, you can always, bring it back up before the court again, but we probably won't overturn it. They're saying that it's reverse discrimination. These Black farmers should not get over $200,000 some dollars to help them pay back their loans, to, try to recover crops or to rebuild. You got COVID that they're fighting against. Like they said, COVID has affected communities that are already disproportionate. They're already suffering, and COVID has just made
the weather
difficult.
The storms,
for people
and the
who
storms.
already are
So
struggling.
they not only are dealing with that, right? Then comes the storms. And then came the storm.
It was a time when we
Doc,
had
what
all
do you?
these acres.
Well, Felicia, I looked at the opinion, and so the Florida court said that they have the option. They can come back and, present the case again. They didn't leave. I don't know where I didn't see an opening where they left to appeal, except for just a plain appeal. Like I'm going to appeal it on
but
this basis.
Probably won't overturn it. A nerve.
So Dr. J, in that instance, in that case, if you're talking about our folks have been slapped in the face again, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're slapped in the face again, and
it's the same thing
they are now waiting.
Waiting you go waste time waiting and hoping.
But you all know it's the same thing they did with the voting rights. Back in after we're doing Reconstruction, doing 1865 to 1877. We had Black governors, Black, we were in office, and then they took those rights from us. This is why I am all for us having a new constitution in Mississippi. The constitution we have now is the same constitution from 1890, where they put these different laws to disenfranchise Black people to keep them from gaining that political power again. And so they don't want you to have land. They don't want you to vote. Everything that amounts to some type of power, they do not want us to have.
Right. And the penal system
so my
is
question
in place,
What's your question?
Yeah, that's so my question is how do we get that change now? Because when we were in a position where we would have had the votes to make the necessary changes to the Mississippi Constitution, we didn't do that. Looking now, how long will it be before we are back? Will we ever be in power again? And if so, will we be in power in my lifetime to where that can be done? I don't see it. I mean, we're about to, we're getting ready for redistricting now. Come on. I saw who was at the table. I saw the folks that were at the table, and it is not going to be in our favor. So, we say that it needs to change, but when we had the opportunity and we were there, we did have the opportunity. We had both the House and the Senate, and we had the opportunity to make changes, and it didn't happen. It did not happen. So many things were dropped, not even picked up, like not even considered. And now, I mean, from fully funding public education, all we had to do was make it law. And we had the
You
opportunity to
can.
make it law. And now we're crying because, right?
You saying that, Jackie? I don't know. For some reason, Tanisi Coates' book title came into my mind. We were 8 years in power.
8 years in power.
So and even then,
Mm-hmm.
you still had that. You still had that hand. You still had
Right.
that racism to deal with, and that
Mm-hmm.
mindset
It
that
was rough.
it's almost
Yeah.
like that mindset they used to say, what you doing, what you know what to do with $1 million. You don't know what to do with $1 million. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't know what to
That's how you
do.
feel
Give
about
me
it.
a
You don't
million
know what
and
to do.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
What you need $1
Mm-hmm.
million for, you don't know what to do with it. What
And
you
let me
gonna do
show
with it?
you, right?
You don't need
right.
all that money, but yet you need it. Yet you prosper from it, and you use it to do nice. They want to do the same thing you do with your family.
They do.
Exactly.
They do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have a Black History fact,
Yep.
Jackie? What you
So
got?
I'm not using. Something happened this weekend that that made me go and look for something special. So this weekend, yesterday, Monday, I believe, no, Sunday, I attended an event at Millsaps College. It was a Pride barbecue, and pictures were taken. And we took pictures, and people posted pictures, and I was inboxed. I got messages like back to back from people asking me, "Am I a member of the LGBTQ community?"
Oh
I said,
wow.
So,
wow, do they want to date you?
Wow.
so,
Some of them probably did. They had their
so,
fingers and
no,
toes
They
crossed. Come on, girl.
so, so, so a couple of the people were asking because they said, "Is that why you haven't accepted my offer to go out?" And then the
You
other
better.
people were asking because they wanted to ask me to go out. So I made this long post about who I am and why I do what I do and how I support the community, I protect them, so on and so forth. So I got to thinking, I said, I wonder if there's anything in our history. So I went scrolling and I found a woman by the name of Marsha P. Johnson. She's a Black transgender woman. Her name is Marsha P. Johnson. She helped lead the Stonewall Uprising. So I went on to read and I was trying to see. Yeah, so she's known as the mayor of Christopher Street. She was a visible figure in the gay civil rights movement, yet was completely left out of the 2015 movie Stonewall. She remained on the front line of the protest advocating for universal gay rights. So I went on to look and read where the mafia actually protected the gay community because they weren't LGBTQ back then, but that the mob was very instrumental in protecting them. And the Vito Genovese family was one of the five major families, and so I said I wanted to do that. And then Bayard Rustin was an openly gay civil rights activist.
Yes.
Doc shaking her head, she know about him. He was a social rights activist who helped install various organizations like the Southern Christian Leadership Conference with Martin Luther King, different things. 1947 Freedom Ride. He was the head of the 1963 March on Washington and civil, social, and gay rights. So I said I was going to go and look for something else. So for all you guys out there, I love my love the community. I am not a member of the community. I have friends, family members, colleagues, and I embrace them and I protect them, and I will continue to fight for their rights. And that is a part of history. They didn't, the gay community, the gay person, that word, that phrase, that the statue, that all of that didn't just appear in 2021.
Right.
We've had members of people that are gay in our families. I mean, for years and years and years, they weren't spoken of. They didn't talk about it. They didn't say anything, but you just knew, you
Watch,
just
and they
knew.
played the
And
piano in
so
church.
now, and led the choir.
Right.
And nobody said anything, right?
It was just
anything. And they
understood,
were
as they
always
say.
hidden. Right.
Right.
And they
It
were
was
always,
understood.
it's like they were hidden. And That's when they, talk about coming out of the closet because nobody ever said anything. Well, all of that, this is love is love, right?
Yeah.
Love is love. There's nothing. And I looked up definitions. I'm serious. So I am ready for anybody that has a question for me. I'm gonna hit them. You guys don't understand. Love is love. I'm sorry. It is. And it doesn't matter.
But Jackie says she is strictly okay.
Oh,
Go and put that disclaimer
are we
in there.
live?
My friend Jackie, we live. My friend Jackie said she is strictly dirty martini, baby.
Oh, yes.
Eggplant.
Good.
Drink up.
I support the LBGTI community.
LGBTQ plus.
I can't get all them levels.
All of them. I support that. I mean, because I think about what about living on this earth and can't be with who you love? That's that's a sad thing to deal with. So, I just wish people would let people be whoever they want to be. Because on Judgment Day, God is not going to ask you about somebody else.
That's it. At the end of the day, he's going to, because even with that, I would say
he wants to know how you treated people, how you took care of people. Yeah.
Right. I think I posted last week or earlier this week, you can stand on your biblical position, but do so in love, because at the end of the day, don't forget everything is on the same level. So if you don't know how to treat, just treat them with love and respect and embrace them, because at the end of the day, that's somebody's child. If it was, your child, would you want them to be attacked or jumped on or something like that? No, so you got people out there that are very mean and hateful spirited about it. If you don't support that and believe in that, it's no different than anything else. Like Dr. J said, let them live their life. You do what you're supposed to do, because God gonna ask you, did you approach them with love? Did they see me and you? No, they didn't. So what's the difference?
So I don't know. Do you guys know that Yvonne has acquired a house that is being renovated into a shelter, LGBTQ shelter, because they aren't safe in a regular
like the
shelter.
Teenagers being put out of the house and stuff.
Yes, and so
danger,
she's raising money and fundraising, to get that started and get that going, because it's no more than right. You don't protect some, you protect all. Right.
So you would jump on this person and beat them or almost kill them, but your friend can come in with somebody's wife at your house and it's all good. It's funny and you're cool with that. What's the difference? It's no difference.
Because it's something that you're uncomfortable with. I agree. But what do you say about the Met Gala?
Baby,
I need faves. What were
I made some award categories. That's what I say.
Oh, you got some award categories?
Yeah, I just had a few.
First,
hold on before we get to that. Let me shut this down.
What we got?
Hey, I got a picture of Lil Nas X I need to upload.
Baby, which one?
You got to work
him looking like a Christmas ornament. That gold ornament.
He was trying to do Lil Richie for a minute, but it just
let me slide my Black History fact before we look at.
Oh yes, right. I'm sorry, Doc.
No problem. I want you all to look at this powerful picture. I show this picture in my class to get the reaction from my students. Take a look.
Okay.
This is a picture of George W. McLaurin. Because of George is the reason why we got Brown versus Board of Education. So in 1950, before they tried Brown versus the Board of Education, it was George versus the University of Oklahoma. George was a professor at Langston University. He had a master's degree, but he wanted to pursue a PhD. And so he applied to the University of Oklahoma. And of course, like I said, they made him sit outside of the classroom. Like this picture is so powerful. Imagine not being able to even enter the classroom. And that was
So is that outside the door?
outside the door. I think I have another picture. Yes,
Isn't
that's
that
him
ignorant? That's
outside
the door.
of the door. And they actually sued and won. And this case opened up the door for Brown versus the Board of Education. And let me just tell you another fact. They actually went to the Supreme Court in 1951 to pursue Brown versus the Board of Education. But they didn't. And matter of fact, one of the justices had died. And then they came back and pursued a couple years later. So we want to honor George McLaurin on today. We appreciate it.
And just remind these kids, see how valuable education is. It's so valuable, they didn't want you to have it. And now they let you in the school and you don't want to go. You take it for granted.
First of all, they not teaching you. They make sure that public schools don't get the funds or the resources that they need so that you could learn whatever it is that you need to learn. I mean, just think about our education. All the things that we needed to be self-sufficient adults, we didn't learn in school. And I think schools should be teaching you those things, how to manage your money, for one, how to pay taxes and all these things that we have to do in the real world. It's a gap there. So
and you got, this fight going on for critical race theory, and people hear that term who are ignorant to the fact and don't truly understand it, and they freak out about it when you don't really understand what we're trying to say. We're trying to say, if you're going to teach history, teach true history. You got to be more inclusive. And history is very diverse. It was okay for you all to put us in your schools and then teach us just about only the contributions of those of the white race, but they're not the only ones that contributed. And so, we got that fight. We don't want to do critical race theory. Do you even understand what critical race theory really is? I don't think so.
Why, when they teach Black history, it begins at,
in February, the shortest month of the year. Okay.
1619. We don't hear anything about Black people before then. Right. We had a history before being stolen and coming to this land.
Right. And so we have to take up that fight in our own communities, because we can't expect you to do it or so we have to do it as African Americans in our community. We have to teach our children that. Because they don't know. They think we just started and they're not the only ones that think we just started at slavery. You have to teach other people too. That's not where we started. Because while you were in the cave, we were building the pyramids. Oops. While you was on all fours, we were standing up with the scepter in the hand saying, "Come forth." Okay.
That's right.
Okay. And can I just add, I'm going to need you to get a map next time you read your Bible. Okay. Because I don't think you know where none of that is.
They stole our homework and wrote their name on it.
What you say?
So we're gonna talk more about this topic.
That did something. That really did something. That's a picture. That's a photograph that needs to be shown in many places.
Yep.
Since you take it for granted that
that's one of those no caption needed.
Right.
Yeah.
But you take it for granted you can talk to the teacher how you want to in disrespect. Yeah.
So let's hop right into the Met Gala. I think I have a video that's gonna help us pop it off, baby. It's a little hot and spicy.
Cross your fingers.
Cause she can come up with some video.
As long as it's
Where's Boosie, baby? Why is he outraged?
Who? What? Say
Boosie.
What?
Lil Boosie been on Lil Nas X about he trying to turn the kids gay But when women get on the stage and do these things and kiss, nobody says a word. Why the double
Did they
standard?
kiss? I missed that.
She said,
Did they
yeah,
kiss?
almost. She said,
Girl,
booty.
they did everything else.
Is that Tiana Taylor?
I
Yeah.
thought it was Chloe Bailey for a minute up there. Okay. Did she say booty or booty?
No,
Jackie?
Chloe
Which
is the other
one?
girl.
'Cause
When I
just
grew up,
saw-
I want to be like Chloe. When I grew up, I want to be like Chloe.
Honey, fine.
Baby,
That was deep. That was interesting.
that was deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, they always kiss. And y'all remember when Madonna and who was that? Britney Spears kissed at the MTV Award?
Yeah, you're
It
right.
seemed like since then, people been trying to outdo them.
Yeah. Like it's a.
Well, they doing
I don't
it.
think people so shocked. But yeah, that was deep right there. Other than that, I don't think people are as shocked by that. When, like you said, when women do it.
Were they singing?
Yeah.
I got to go back and watch that again.
I'm gonna play it again for you when we go through these pictures.
Baby, wait a minute. I didn't see that.
This gives me sex with chocolate.
Sex with chocolate and lavender.
Sex with chocolate.
He made me think of Randy Watson in Coming to America.
Coming
Sex
to
with
America.
chocolate and
Drop the
lavender,
mic,
baby.
and he just walk out. He looks just like him. But
Randy Watson.
I didn't think about
Y'all
that.
give it up for Randy
I
Watson.
said Little Rich.
The band sex
That boy can
Chocolate
sing.
and
That boy
lavender.
can sing.
My.
I don't
That's
think
a
he did it then. He messed that one up. That's a no. That's a no.
She said that would be a no. That's a no for me.
No.
That got Kim Kardashian.
That's a no for me.
Now she was scary.
That's a no
I was
for
like,
me.
what?
That's
like she
that's
had
a
on
no for
somebody's.
me.
Like she took that stocking out her mama dress.
Y'all
and
remember
put it
those
on her
blue
head.
men?
That's what she looked like.
Y'all remember the blue men from the commercial?
Uh-huh.
Only she in black. That's she just. I
Yeah,
can't do that
that's
one.
what
That's
she
no.
looked
And
for
this
me.
is
I
Lil Nas
looked and I
X
tried to make it work.
at the
I tried to
Met
make it
Gala.
work, but I couldn't.
That's where he looked like that Christmas tree ornament. Just gold.
And then I guess he had several layers.
Is he the top on the angel?
That's a Kuma. That's a Kuma Tata right there. A Kuma Tata.
And he looked like the MTV award on this picture.
Oh, Star Wars. He looked like Star Wars.
Is he the award itself?
Yes, he is.
How many times did he change clothes? What did he do?
He ran to the back and changed.
He's trying to give these people something to talk about.
Yeah, that's right. Keep him relevant.
Okay.
Look at Legend, baby.
Oh, wait a minute. What you say? Hold on. I got her in a category. Hold on.
What's that category? Let's hear these categories.
I just put her
I need
down
to find
for
a
most
category.
elegant and unique, baby. That Iman, that right there, and them feathers, ostrich or whatever they were,
Wow.
and that doggone
What is
Venus
that?
Williams in that red dress. But that right there, that's a showstopper and a head turner right there. That thing like coming to America for the third time. It's beautiful.
Oh,
It's so unique.
That's coming. It's coming to America 2025 because I'm trying to figure that one out.
Well, that's before the slave ship. Nah, I wasn't too into that lemon lime football team right there.
See, is that Sierra?
Yeah.
That's Sierra. And she wore her husband's Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
And she got the football for the handbag, I think.
Yeah.
The back is cute, but she always.
Baby,
I think that's
saw
like her
this right
style,
here.
that open back.
Look at Mr. Ed. That's Mr. Ed at the gala.
Who
That's
is
the tail.
this?
I don't remember her
Girl, call
name,
him
but
Mr.
that's
Ed.
a
Who
whole
is
that's
that?
a whole horse on her body.
Mm.
That's a whole Mr. Ed right there. At the
I don't know who this lady is.
Ooh, baby,
What is
I
the
saw
theme?
that right there.
The
What's the
theme
theme?
had to
I
do
don't
with
remember.
Outlandish.
What was the thing?
the theme had to do with a change you want to see in America. Because I saw an interview. I'm gonna see if I can upload it right quick. I saw an interview that Rihanna did.
That's beautiful.
Let me show. First of all, her baby
Girl.
dad. What her baby daddy?
Okay, I saw y'all say that, and I was like, they joking,
He got
right?
cold.
That's really
No,
him.
that's her baby daddy.
Why
got-
he got
I
this
looked him
on
up.
at
I had
the
to see
Met
who he was.
Gala?
He a rapper.
He got that out of his trunk.
ASAP Rocky.
That's his grandma quilt, and he got it out of
ASAP
his trunk.
Rocky.
I only know him because
wore
he
that.
with Rihanna.
Because he what?
He's with Rihanna.
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I looked him up.
He gonna be Quilt Boy after tonight.
But let's check out Rihanna.
I liked Rihanna's dress. I did the
that's Erica.
Cute. I didn't see that.
Oh, that's Erica.
So hold on, wait a minute. So Erica gets the award. Erica, I got a whole thing going on. She look like a black bedazzled push button. Okay, you know, little push button. She like a black bedazzled push button.
Oh,
that's her category.
It's rough tonight. She has
that right there is rough. What is that? She looked like you could just hit her like a stop button.
I didn't see that. That's it. Yeah.
I got this.
I was feeling the dress and everything. The beanie threw me off. I get Balenciaga, the whole
it's
thing,
urban
but I
chic, I guess.
She did an interview about
it. They love it though.
She said she wanted to play upon the black hoodie, and she wanted to turn it into fashion, and she wanted to send a message, you know, because they stereotype us when we wear black hoodies. And like I said, she did an interview for Essence, and that's a little bit what I gained from it.
Okay, well, I had to put the scotch down. I put the scotch down. I had to put the scotch down for her. I had to pick up.
Oh, that was beautiful. I like that right there. The rainbow flowing up the stairs. The rainbow.
Who is that?
I don't know, but I like her rainbow dress.
Oh, Sweetie. That's Sweetie.
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 Okay.
All these
like McDonald's. Sweetie. Okay.
Wow,
I hope you got that girl in here. Let's see. I'm gonna keep looking.
Did you all see?
Oh, baby, in that elegant red dress. Okay. Let me tell you something. I told my sister that turtleneck she got on right there. Now she knows I love this baby. But that turtleneck.
Come on, Biles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she had on 80 pounds worth of 80 pounds worth of crystal or something. They said it was like 80 pounds.
Okay.
She said it was heavy.
Had to have.
That's a lot to put on that little body though.
And then you got on turtleneck. You about to blow up. Okay. No.
And did y'all see this? I saw this picture, and I thought that was Nick Cannon. He said that's not him. He said,
"Oh no, look at his head. That looked like Nick, and he got tattoos."
Girl, that's Nick Cannon. That's not Nick Cannon.
No,
that's Vic, his twin, but they related.
He said that was not him. He said this ain't me. Y'all tripping. He posted
Dr.
on
J. That's him.
I swear that it looked like him. It's a rapper.
Like him. It does.
That's him. That's him.
It really does. You got J-Lo. J-Lo was cute.
Yeah, she was all right.
Upload some more of these pictures.
I hope you got Mary, baby, because Mary J just stopped. She shut it down for me. She shut it down. I put her under the category of looking like a premium dessert. She looked like chocolate and gold licorice, honey. She was all that. Mary.
There was a young lady that had a gown on by Ken White. Did you guys see that? Y'all know Ken White? He's from here.
Look at Jennifer, honey, looking elegant. Classy.
That's so pretty.
I thought her and Alicia Keys were very classy.
Really?
Yes, I did. I loved Alicia's white feather skirts and her see-through white. Go on, Jen. Go on, RESPECT.
I think I have.
Jennifer Hudson looks really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I just think that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I love the pearls. It looks very classy.
So, Doc, when you're going to put together a gala here in Mississippi? We need our own Met Gala. Come up with a thing.
Do it. When y'all all let's get together and do it.
Nah. You okay? Dr. JC, I ain't going to trick her to be the head of the committee doing it all.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Come on, Doc. We'll follow your lead.
Baby, you know what that look like. You know that fan you use to clean off your ceiling fan, that feather duster. That's what they look like.
Oh,
Serena didn't have,
and that's Serena.
It's like a feather duster.
She didn't have a chance to get, her daughter was messing with her, and she didn't have a chance to get dressed. So she did like ASAP and just grab something.
Yes, she did off her couch. That's a throw. That's the best.
What's under there?
It's silver.
What's under there?
Like a silver one piece or something. I think it was silver.
I don't know.
I want y'all to go out on town in Jackson, Mississippi, and that right there, baby. That's what I want you to do.
And do what?
And be on the news. Be the talk of the town.
And do what? That's okay.
Okay,
They
now
have
that's
enough
my
news.
girl. She falls under the category of most representative of the culture, baby. Naomi Osaka.
Osaka.
That's Naomi Osaka.
Oh, that's a tennis player.
She representing the culture, baby.
Okay.
2021.
Well, at least we know where. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you know where she going with that a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I can.
Listen, this gold.
Baby, look at that gold. Look at that piece of chocolate licorice wrapped in gold, baby. I'm just Mary. I'm just Mary. I'm
So
just
pretty.
Mary. That's Mary.
Mary J. Blige. She looks really pretty. She really
I
did.
love me some Mary,
I
baby. I'm
see
so glad to see
Not
her.
too
And
much.
very polished, by the way.
Yes.
Very
She is well
polished,
hydrated and moisturized.
by the way.
You can see.
Yes, she's moisturized
like a
and
new
polished.
penny.
I said, this
Right.
baby is glistening. This baby is glistening. I said,
Is this Tiana?
It's a shiny
That's
penny.
Tiana,
She's
right?
glistening.
Tiana looking like,
No.
That's not Tiana.
Is it?
What's her name?
Taylor.
Tiana
No?
Taylor?
Hold on. We're going to put some glasses on. Hold on a second.
The girl with hunching on.
No, that's not her. No, that's
Oh.
not her. No, she's darker.
Okay.
She's darker
Oh,
complected. No, that's not her. There's a body.
Who is
Not
that?
her.
That's not Tiana?
I don't know who that is.
I thought that's Tiana.
No, that's not her. That's not her.
Tarzan and Jane
You
on
can
a
tell
night
Tiana
out.
by her lips.
Oh, that's pretty. That mustard colored dress. I
Tarzan
like
and
that.
Jane.
Like Cinderella in chocolate. I'm just Mary. I'm just Mary. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a pretty color.
Mustard.
Mustard.
What is this guy doing?
Representing the Martians. I don't know. I just want to know if that's a real baby that he got on his hip.
Is that a real baby?
That's what I
Is that a
want
real
to know.
baby?
Did he
Probably
paint his child green, lemon lime green? He's representing Kool-Aid, bring Kool-Aid back.
He got lost. He got lost. He got lost on the carpet. He wasn't supposed to be there.
Jackie, you know you like
That's an
that.
accident.
Oh, baby, she looked like she fell over in somebody's whole flower bed. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
The kindergartners got a hold of her.
They planted a
her
garden in
hair.
her navel. That is no, ma'am.
And her hair.
That's Lupita. That's Lupita.
Is that the director?
That's Lupita.
That's a cute
12
dress.
Years a Slave. That's
dress.
Lupita. It's the hair threw y'all off though. That hair looking like Brillo pad. I'm sorry, it's just puff. Maybe it's the humidity. But the dress is beautiful, and she's well
She left the
moisturized
hotel
and
like that. It was
hydrated.
beautiful. It looks beautiful on her.
Not the stallion.
Yeah, I like Megan and her knees.
That's classy. That's beautiful. She reminds you of the cartoon character. Remember the cartoon character, Roger Rabbit, the lady that puts on Roger Rabbit. All right.
Oh yeah. What's her name? Betty Boo?
Layla.
I don't know.
No, she's
that's
talking
what she
about,
resembles. That's a beautiful
Bunny.
dress. I like that look.
Y'all know Betty Boop was originally black, right?
Black.
And they changed
Watch
the
this,
color.
like everything.
Because they
Like
always
just about
take out
everything.
homework and put their name on it.
That's why I just
She
said
was.
like almost just everything.
Yeah,
Baby.
she was.
Okay, I got an award for
Girl,
him.
what the
That's
hell
Dan
did you call
Levy.
her?
He gets the Globe Award because he is wearing a whole map. He wearing a whole globe.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Fell straight.
Oh yeah,
from
he got the
earth.
whole world not in his hands, but on his legs.
He fell straight from the moon.
Straight from
He
space.
got the whole solar system going.
He got the whole
The entire
world
solar system.
on his legs. He got the whole. Who is that?
Wow.
Gabrielle Union. Okay, Doc.
Yes,
That's an interesting dress.
She was on The View today or yesterday. Did you all see her interview? She did a great interview.
No.
And she just talked about how the difficulty in having fertility issues and the secrecy around, just that struggle and people not wanting to talk about it, and how it made her feel less than, not be able to, give birth.
To give him a baby.
Right.
Right. So, yep, she did a good interview.
Did she talk about her? Did she talk about their daughter?
Baby,
that's
That
transitioning.
That's your girl.
Look
That's who she challenged. That's who she
yes,
challenged.
I told you, she been Jennifer Lopez.
No,
Baby,
wrong
Jennifer
hat,
got
but
that
I'm
leg
gonna get
out
it
there
though.
like
Watch.
she a prize horse, baby.
Yes, J
She got
Lo.
on that
She can do
Django
it.
hat. What you talking about? She did.
See,
Now,
I gotta get one of those. That's the flat
She wearing that.
top. I find it. She is.
I'm gonna get on to the gym so I can get one of them by next spring.
Girl, we're gonna be there by next week. I told you.
Okay.
My girl gonna be just like
baby, I
Chloe
can do
and
that
Megan.
whole outfit
Y'all
right
just look
there.
out.
Go on, Jen.
Before I get to the videos of the week, I do have two stories I wanted to talk about. This meme says it all.
Okay.
So, what law do you all know that affects a man reproductive system, or affect a man, period? They always, and I'm talking about them trying to overturn Roe versus Wade in Texas. Have you all been following that?
Yeah, because they
Yes.
baby, that Texas
Yes.
ban on them abortions, it got them in an uproar. They had cutting up. They better be careful, baby, before they storm the courts.
But I need you guys to pay attention though, because that exact same language is going to land on our House floor.
That's all they do is steal other people's bills and put their name on it. They're gonna do the same thing. That's all they do.
Yeah,
you see,
it was we had it on the ballot. It was a ballot initiative. Remember, it was on the ballot. It was the personhood initiative, the abortion bill. Remember, it was on the ballot
every year.
but they voted it down.
Last year they did the heartbeat, the 6-week heartbeat. It was the heartbeat bill. Every year they have a new bill trying to address this
with new verbiage. Same old thing.
Yep,
they just dress it up different.
Yeah.
But
Aaron Shirley made a post, and I reposted, and she made mention, and she noted facts about Texas. And in 2019, Texas had the most reported rapes in the nation.
Wow!
But they passed this. So and rape is in there. It is not excluded. It's in there. There is no exclusion. So we just have to continue. We have to continue not just talking about it, but educating people, educating folks that go to the polls, trying to get them to vote, and really and truly putting our foot on the necks of the folks that represent us. I don't think we push hard enough. I don't think we put them on blast. I don't think we lay it out there for them, to them, and stay with it. We'll say something and then we back off. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. But if we continue, we have to continue. I mean, equal pay, women's rights, the right to choose, those type of issues, those issues that nobody wants to talk about here. And it's time out for that. Like that's over and done with. This is 2021. Texas has made some things. I can know if I live in Texas and I know someone had an abortion, I can go and file papers, press charges on them. If I know that they have, the law allows that.
Report it.
So crazy.
You can get all up in my business like that. Isn't that something?
I can go and I can go and file. And so can you imagine the number of insane people that are going to do that just to mess with people?
In the land of the free.
For some, in parentheses,
I just like Dr. King said, I just need you to be who you say you are on paper.
Come on.
Who you say you are on paper. Stop saying that you are the land of the free and the home of the brave You lock
Because
people
we
up
are
in
not.
cages. I mean,
and passionate about rights, honey. They will fight you, blow a city up, burn something down about some rights.
about
Really?
their rights.
That's how you feel? You
have-
passionate like that?
Right.
I can't tell. Because other Americans don't get
I have
that.
the right
But
to
yet you
not wear a
say
mask.
freedom of speech and free to express myself and free. Well, how come it costs us so much if it's free?
Exactly.
I have the right to not wear a mask.
Okay.
You have the right to stay at home. I have the right
You
to
had a
not wear a
right to
mask.
go take several seats, sir.
I'm just over it. But that's deep. What's your other story, Doc?
Oh, the story that Kiki shared about this fool having is it gold chains planted in his head? Like
They gonna beat his brains out of his head and scalp him.
for them gold.
For them gold brains.
Rapper had gold chains
real.
surgically implanted in his head.
And some doctor is laughing all the way to the bank.
Man.
If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. Because my wife need a new Lamborghini.
Did he think about
What
being
was the healing process?
That is crazy.
What was the healing process? Can you imagine the healing process?
He ain't healed because guess what? Something is wrong up in the head.
Yeah, he mentally in the head is something wrong already. That is crazy.
You guys know good and well that's dangerous.
Who was the rapper? You heard about the
safe.
rapper too that had the diamond right there, and he got knocked in the head, and they pulled it out, or he fell. He was doing a concert, and he jumped in the crowd, and they snatched it right out. You put a diamond in the triangle in the middle of your forehead. Okay. Well, be looking for him, Dr. J, because he's gonna be in the news again.
We got
all
problems.
right. You're ready to laugh at the videos of the week.
What happened to just being gold teeth?
Oh, that's out, girl.
All right, this first video, oh my goodness, just take a look.
Yeah, all of these. Oh, come on. See all of this.
Mama, are you okay? Come on, Mama. Junior, help me.
Thank you, son. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord.
Y'all help me.
Girl, I saw that.
You see
I
all
hollered.
this.
I'm not kidding you.
Hello.
Yeah, all of these. Oh, come on. See all of this.
Mama, are you okay? Come on, Mama. Junior, help me.
Thank you, son. Oh, gosh.
Y'all help me.
Baby, Mama done fell. Put the phone down and come here. Mama done fell.
She got them recording her, baby.
She got her recording her. She telling recording her. Talking about you see all of this. I sure did all the way down to the fall. That back is scraped up. Do you hear?
Y'all, I saw this other video. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, he was having the time of his life. Take a look.
That's not over, Daddy. That's not over. You can touch him a little bit, Daddy. This is it.
Oh my God, did he have a heart attack?
I don't know what he had, but
I don't know if that was planned. I don't know if it was. I don't know. But when the other came over, he just.
That's not over, Daddy. That's not over. You can touch him a little bit, Daddy. This is it.
Maybe that was gas that we heard clapping and it knocked him out. How about that? That's what happened. That was gas. And it just made him fall on his face.
He got excited.
That was funny.
That man had a heart attack.
So I'm gonna also play this other video for Jackie again. See this action they got going on. Baby, she was shaking that little booty.
Little.
Yeah, my feet would have got stuck in them little things and everything.
Still, I give her.
Oh
I
my
give her a
God. I was
10
like,
for
close
not
the curtain.
falling
Dr.
my
Jada got
ass
stuck. Close the curtain. It's a wrap.
I give her 10 for not falling.
Oh
know,
my
right?
God.
I give her 10 for not falling. But they really look like they were into
Yeah.
that though. So
Yes.
That
Something
was hilarious.
happened
They
after
did.
that.
What'd you say, Dr. J?
I don't know.
Something happened.
Ooh, baby, that right there.
You don't have Chloe? You didn't get Chloe's routine that everybody.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't save it. I didn't.
Chloe say she grown and all y'all need to know it. She
I
a
know, right?
grown 23-year-old woman with a booty. That's what she said.
She
If you
been
don't like
catching
it, you kiss
hell.
both cheeks. That's how she feel.
But
When I
y'all know who
grow
I
up,
like
wanna be
too?
just like Chloe.
I like Mulatto.
Oh
Have
yeah.
y'all heard Mulatto? I like
Yeah.
she got herself Lotto now. Little Lotto.
Lotto.
But she was
Little
on that
Lotto.
show that JD had. And I remember watching that show, and she actually won, I think. And to see her now, I'm like, oh my goodness, this girl. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. And her music is fire.
Go ahead.
I like her
girl.
music.
Come on, girl. Go ahead, girl.
So you
Girl,
guys,
do your thing.
we've come to the end of the show, you guys.
No, we come to the end of the road.
Although we've come to the end of y'all be glad I can't sing, baby.
And I can't
Yeah. About
let
that.
it go.
It's so natural.
Y'all silly.
Come on, Jackie. You got to back us up now.
Right. You gotta
Girl,
add
Jackie
your
can't
life.
sing.
Natural. You supposed to
Jackie
say,
cannot sing.
I belong to you. You belong to me. Come.
While y'all belonging, I need to talk. I need to say something to the sponsors. Y'all keep singing. Y'all gonna
Okay.
sing on
All
something
right,
on
go
the way
shout it out.
out. So we want to thank our sponsors, guys. We got to get this in there. iDressFabulous.com.
All right.
A Beautiful Chaos Village Kitchen. They have the best wings in town. Now I know a couple of people beg the difference, so we got to try out Village Kitchen. Well, y'all
Try
gotta
'em
try
out.
out Village Kitchen. J Structure Beauty Queen Closet. And if you want to support what we're doing, want to support and promote your business, contact one of us, either one of us, or email drcarthan@yahoo.com. You can inbox me. That's Jackie Amos at Facebook, _ Jackie Amos at Instagram, and we will get you where you need to be. It will help us out a lot, and we just want to be able to
promote your
continue
business.
sharing we want to continue be able to continue giving you a view from the SIP.
Amen.
Dirty
Amen.
South, baby.
So, ladies, final words for tonight.
Stay hydrated and moisturized.
Like Mary J.
Like Mary J, baby.
When y'all see me glistening, y'all gonna say Jackie done moisturized. You know,
Jackie been drinking that water, baby. Putting on that shea butter.
Yep, it's kind of brown.
Stay greased up, ladies. Stay greased up.
Well, we really appreciate
I'm gonna go
you
back
all
with what I started out with.
Yeah. Watching A View
Love
from
is
the
love.
SIP. Make sure you all share, comment, like. Hey, we trying to, just showcase a little bit of what's going on here in Mississippi and let people know, hey, we have a view too, a view from the SIP.
That's right. While we take a sip.
Right.
Amen. Amen. So y'all gotta remind me next week to have my SIP ready.
Oh yeah, in a
I can't believe y'all didn't have
glass. Or just a little.
All I drink is
Look,
water.
I don't know what I
That's
have
what's
next
in
week.
here. Water. Just put it in a cute little canister.
This water.
That's water.
This water
That's
is
the
Jackson water.
Jackie, your water is a little
Jackson
distilled.
water.
Yeah, yours a little distilled.
This Jackson water.
You got a Kool-Aid pack in your
Jackson
water.
water.
I'm done. That's a wrap. This is the end of the show. Thank y'all for coming.
in Jackson.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
God bless you. Good night.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, it's movie time.
To stay informed about what's happening right here in Jackson, Mississippi, keep it locked to A View from the SIP.